उमेश सर, हाय, गुड इवनिंग। उमेश सर, हाय, गुड इवनिंग। हाय मिलन, रूपाली, हाय अमित गुप्ता जी, हेलो गार्गी, गुड इवनिंग फ्रेंड्स। प्लीज ज्वाइन एज सुन एज पॉसिबल। आज के जो हमारे गेस्ट हैं, मैं जल्दी उनको स्क्रीन पे लेके आऊंगा आप लोगों से साथ, और ढेर सारी बातें करने वाले हैं हम लोग। एंड आज का जो टॉपिक है वो बिल्कुल अलग है। स्किल्स के बारे में हम लगातार बातें करते आ रहे हैं हम लोग आज, लेकिन आज की जो स्किल्स पे हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं वो स्किल्स थोड़ा सा हटके है कि ऐसी कौन सी स्किल्स हैं जो हमें ताउम्र हेल्प करती हैं हमें आगे बढ़ने में। राजीव टंडन जी, हेलो। शशि रंजन, हाय। सुरेश कुमार जी, नमस्कार। सो क्विकली साथियों, आप जरा वॉच पार्टी क्रिएट कर दीजिए जिससे कि मैक्सिमम लोग ज्वाइन कर सके हमें इस टॉक को, और इसको ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोगों तक पहुंचाया जा सके। एक बार अपनी प्रेजेंस जरूर बताएं साथियों। डू कमेंट प्लीज, सो दैट कि हमें पता चले कि आप क्योंकि कमेंट के अलावा और कोई तरीका होता नहीं है जहां से मैं देख रहा होता हूँ, बिकॉज वी आर यूजिंग अ थर्ड पार्टी सॉफ्टवेयर, सो आई डोंट गेट टू नो जब आप ज्वाइन करते हैं। एक बार कमेंट में हेलो लिख के, या फिर जैसे भी आप बताना चाहते हैं, एक बार अपनी प्रेजेंस जरूर बताएं जिससे कि पता चले कि यस आप हैं हमारे साथ। हाय वर्णित, गुड इवनिंग। विनय तिवारी जी, गुड इवनिंग। सौरभ, गुड इवनिंग। सो अकॉर्डिंग टू यू फ्रेंड्स, आप मुझे बताइए आपके हिसाब से वो कौन से स्किल्स हैं जो लाइफ टाइम हमारे साथ होती हैं, जो हमें लाइफ टाइम हेल्प करती हैं आगे बढ़ने में। एंड स्पेशली दिस क्वेश्चन इज टू स्टूडेंट्स। व्हाट यू थिंक व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट स्किल्स। ढेरों अपडेशन की बात करते हैं, रोज नए नए बात की बात करते हैं कि हमें अपडेट करना है, हमें नई स्किल सीखनी है। तो ऐसी कौन सी स्किल्स हैं जो हमें लाइफ टाइम हेल्प करती हैं आगे बढ़ने में। हाय आकृति, गुड इवनिंग। विश्वास, हाय, गुड इवनिंग। आज जो हमारे गेस्ट हैं हमारे साथ, गेस्ट स्पीकर ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर एमिटी यूनिवर्सिटी झारखंड, और सर को 2 दशकों से भी ज्यादा का अनुभव है एजुकेशन इंडस्ट्री में। अलग अलग यूनिवर्सिटीज के वाइस चांसलर रह चुके हैं, डीन रह चुके हैं, प्रोफेसर रह चुके हैं। ही हैज अ वेरी रिच एक्सपीरियंस इन एजुकेशन इंडस्ट्री, and we have a lot to learn from him today. Okay, Gargi, so communication and relationship building skills, great. Hi, Sayan, good evening. Aryan, communication skills, okay. और बताइए आपके हिसाब से वो कौन से स्किल्स हैं जो ताउम्र यानी जो लार्जर स्केल पे हमारे साथ काम आती हैं, जो हमेशा काम आती हैं, जिसको हम लाइफ टाइम स्किल्स बोल सकते हैं, और जो हमारे करियर में बहुत हेल्प करती हैं। मैं आपको एक छोटी सी रिपोर्ट बताता हूं साथियों, बिफोर वी स्टार्ट दिस शो ऑफिशियली। टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया का एक रिसर्च आया था आज से 2-3 साल पहले, उसमें जॉब करने वालों में से 80% लोग नाखुश थे और जो 20% लोग खुश थे, यानी जो हैप्पी लोग थे, उनमें से 40% लोग इसलिए खुश थे क्योंकि उनकी रिलेशनशिप बिल्डिंग स्किल्स अच्छी थी, यानी अपने पीयर ग्रुप के साथ, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ, अपने बॉस के साथ, अपने सबऑर्डिनेट्स के साथ प्रॉपर तरीके से रिलेशनशिप बना के पा रहे थे। तो उनकी जो मेन स्किल्स थी वो काम नहीं कर पा रही थी वहां पे। और आज भी अगर आप पूछेंगे 10 लोगों में से, जब अगर आपका कोई फ्रेंड जा रहा हो ऑफिस में, पूछिए कि क्या भाई मजे आ रहे हैं, तो प्रॉब्ली वो शायद बोलेगा कि मजे लेने के लिए मैं ही मिला था। सो कई बार हमने देखा है कि लोग सुबह सुबह नाखुश होकर ऑफिस जा रहे होते हैं, उसके बाद भी रोज जाना होता है और उनको परफॉर्म भी करना है। तो आज का जो टॉपिक है बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। एंड ओके आर्यन, रीडिंग, जेस्चर, बिहेवियर एंड मेनी थिंग्स। ओके, we want to have more inputs from you guys. थोड़ा सा और बताइए कि और कौन सी स्किल्स हैं। सो इसी बीच मैं आज के जो हमारे गेस्ट हैं, मैं उनको स्क्रीन पे लेके आने जा रहा हूं। जैसे मैंने कहा कि सर को 2 दशकों से भी ज्यादा का एक्सपीरियंस है एजुकेशन में, और ही इज द ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर एट एमिटी यूनिवर्सिटी। हाय डॉक्टर अभिषेक प्रकाश जी, गुड इवनिंग। सो हियर मैं सर को स्क्रीन पे ले रहा हूं सो दैट कि हम लोग आज के प्रोग्राम को ऑफिशियली शुरू कर सकें। हाय सर, गुड इवनिंग।
हेलो, गुड इवनिंग।
सर आपका स्वागत है और बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपके समय के लिए। और बहुत एक्साइटेड है हम लोग आज आपसे बात करने के लिए, यहाँ पे सीखने के लिए।
वेलकम, थैंक यू।
हाय साथियों, आवाज आ रही है आपको हमारी? गुड इवनिंग रवीश जी, मोनिका मेहरा जी, नमस्कार, गुड इवनिंग। गुड इवनिंग। तो सर ढेरों साथी ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं, आपको गुड इवनिंग बोल रहे हैं। एंड गार्गी कह रही है हेलो सर, लॉट टू लर्न टुडे। यस, वी आर आल्सो एक्साइटेड। हाय रूपाली, गुड इवनिंग। मिलन राणा, गुड इवनिंग। सो सर शुरू करते हैं। एंड एज ऑफ नाउ आई थिंक वी हैव मोर देन 60 पार्टिसिपेंट्स जो लाइव हमें देख रहे हैं। एंड बीच में लोग ज्वाइन करते रहेंगे हमें।
ऑलराइट।
तो सर मैं थोड़ा सा एक इनसाइट चाहूंगा आपसे कि जब हम लोग, मुझे याद है कि जब ऑफलाइन हम बात कर रहे थे तो आपने कहा था कि लाइफ टाइम स्किल्स एंड करियर, एंड इमीडिएटली आई सेड लेट्स फिक्स दिस टॉपिक सर। तो ये लाइफ टाइम, सिंस आप एजुकेशन में हैं बहुत टाइम से, एम्पावर कर रहे हैं यूथ को, तो ये लाइफ टाइम का ख्याल कैसे आया सर? ये वो कौन सी स्किल, करियर और स्किल्स की जो बात हुई, ये कैसे आपके थॉट आया?
वेल, फर्स्ट थिंग इज that knowledge or acquiring of the skills
जी,
is not dependent on a day or a time.
राइट,
At any stage of life, uh, there are things which you don't know. So there are things which have to be learnt. There is no doubt for that. And there are people who have been working on lifelong learning model as well. So
राइट,
that's how it came. And then it was also to be seen that as you grow, you may saturate when you do a particular kind of a job. After
राइट,
that, you need to change. So the
राइट,
moment you need to change or you want to change, there is a need for an upskilling or a reskilling, and hence this continues. So I believe that from the age of 5 to 85, people can keep learning and keep changing career options. That's how it came.
क्या बात है सर। Thank you so much, sir. We have been joined by a lot of trainers as well. We have Mr. Anand Kulkarni, जो speaker भी रह चुके हैं हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पे। He has more than 25 years experience in corporate training. हमारे साथ पूजा गुप्ता जान मैम है, बहुत बेहतरीन काउंसलर हैं। So we can see काफी ट्रेनर्स भी हैं जो अभी सुन रहे हैं हमें लगातार. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग हियर एवरीवन. प्लीज डू क्रिएट दी वॉच पार्टी जिससे कि और भी लोग ज्वाइन कर सकें. एंड वॉच पार्टी में इसलिए बोलता हूँ क्योंकि वॉच पार्टी की ब्यूटी ये होती है कि अगर आपके वॉल पे भी अगर वो चल रहा है शो और वहां पे कोई कमेंट करता है तो हम लोग उसको लाइव यहाँ पे देख पाते हैं. कई बार मैंने देखा है शेयर करने से कमेंट कोई करता है तो हम उसको देख नहीं पाते, यहाँ पे उसको क्वेश्चन को नहीं ले पाते हैं. तो दे कैन ऑल्सो ज्वाइन अस फ्रॉम दैट पेज एज वेल, अगर वो कहीं पर भी लाइव है तो. जी सर, तो शुरू करते हैं सर. आखिरी में साथियों, सेशन के आखिरी में हम लोग आपका भी क्वेश्चन भी लेंगे. बीच में आप चाहें तो क्वेश्चन ड्रॉप कर सकते हैं या फिर बेटर हो कि आप पार्क करें. एंड फिर एंड ऑफ द सेशन वी विल टेक दैट क्वेश्चन. और इस 1 घंटे के सेशन में हमारी कोशिश रहेगी कि मैक्सिमम हम लोग लर्निंग ले पाए सर से और आउटकम ले पाए. सर शुरू करते हैं.
Alright, thank you very much for this opportunity to go live, and I would like any number of questions to be thrown open, and let this be a session of discussion wherein we understand as to what is ultimate aim of education and what is that we aspire to become, and why is it that we don't become, where do we deviate, and what are the ways in which we can come back and uh, uh, ultimately contribute in the area of your own passion. Now, that passion is something which I call as an innate quality or a hidden quality in every individual. So the moment somebody takes birth, there is a quality which is given by God. So that's an inherent thing. But then as we grow with the time, not everything we have within is being utilized to the maximum. So I have spent almost 30 years now in my education field. Wow. And therefore we came up with a new idea of combining few more people together. And the whole theme of this particular thing was, let any idea which is new, which is innovative, or which is conceptual in nature, let this noble thoughts come from all direction, which is essentially taken from Vedas, that Ano Bhadra Kratvo Yantu Vishwata Anu, which means it can come from all across the world, any idea which is good. That's how, and everybody is included in the process of development in education. I believe that there are ways one has to study what is the time we are staying in. So with the onslaught of this industry 4.0 industrial revolution, we find that the societal and emotional priority transitions are now taking place. And the emphasis is on technology, and that too at a extremely new level, which is focusing mainly on interconnectivity now, automation, machine learning, the real-time data. So can an individual remain aloof from this particular developmental mode of the whole world? You cannot. So there was a need for a lifetime skill, or maybe a developmental or a progressive skill sets, which were required not only for the present time, but also looking at the future requirements. Then came as to whether everybody is fit for everything. Now this is a question that we kept asking ourselves. Should everybody become teacher? Should everybody become an engineer or a doctor, or any preferred job as per parent pressure or a peer pressure or for the societal pressure? Right. So we were trying to understand what is the area where people should go ultimately. So instead of finding something for or as a job or as a bread earner or basically at the survival level, we thought that we should change this word job to joy. So B, which is the use of brain, is to be changed by Y, and Y comes from happiness, which is the passion. Now, the moment the job per se is changed to joy, you become passionate about it, you start liking it, and that becomes your career. So career is therefore separated from the concept of a job. Career is one which you would like to do for life, which you would like to invest on, you will love to do it for longer hours rather than a job. Job is for making money.
This is the beautiful way to explain the difference between career and job and the right definition. अगर बात करें, हमारे साथ बहुत सारे लोगों ने ज्वाइन किया है, जो स्टूडेंट्स भी हैं, और साथियों, आई थिंक दिस इज द बेस्ट वे कि हमें ये समझना पड़ेगा कि हम जॉब कर रहे हैं, हम करियर बना रहे हैं अपना। और सर ने बहुत सही बोला कि करियर तो वो है कि जिसमें काम करने में कोई बोझ समझ में ना आए, और एंड ऑफ द डे घर पे आने के बाद वो फ्रस्ट्रेशन ना परिवार वालों पे निकले, या फिर परिवार वालों का फ्रस्ट्रेशन ऑफिस में जाना निकले। और ये होता भी है सर कि अगर आप बताएं कि हम मैक्सिमम जो एम्प्लॉइज हैं, अगर वो अनहैप्पीली ऑफिस जा रहे हैं तो कितना प्रोडक्टिव काम दे पाएंगे, एंड अगर दे भी पाते हैं तो अपने सेहत को कितना नुकसान दे रहे हैं वो। आप खुश भी नहीं है और आप प्रोडक्शन भी कर रहे हैं, आप कितना कंट्रीब्यूट कर पाएंगे, चाहे ऑफिस की बात कर लें, चाहे फैमिली की बात कर लें। और शायद यही हो रहा है कि वी डोंट हैव द वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस।
True.
जी सर।
So you understand then that there is therefore a need for integration of the requirement of life, the talent that you have hidden with you, the resources that you have available with you, the education that you would acquire. So there is a need for integration of all this. Whether we want to get into an entrepreneurial mode, or maybe an industry orientation, or maybe be part of the market, or be part of developing people in different areas of skills, or life skills, what we call. So there is a need for an integrated model, and we have worked on that. This particular model which we developed essentially was to harness the best part of an individual. How do you do that? So we developed a model called ISPVD model. I was for the interest, S is for the skill. So P is the personality type that you have, V is the value system that you carry, and ultimately D is the discriminating factor or distinguishing acumen that you have, which you may call as God's gift. So if you take the summary or maybe common point of all this and try and match it with the career options available, what fits whom, you can decide in a way that such and such person with all these qualities should be taking on this area of career. He will be happy there, he'll be productive there, he'll be best the best employee in this particular area. He will be the one who may come up with new innovations, because he'll be involved totally into it. He'll be willing to study more and get more, and obviously he will get the returns also, because if he does and then he is more productive, he will get the returns as well. So there is a win-win situation on both the sides. Now this model was already published in the form of a book, and which is available. I would go on to also different things which are otherwise required in general for us to understand ourselves. There are 7 levels of consciousness, or 7 levels of energy we call that our body has. The first 4, which we generally understand in the form of the waking consciousness. While you are awake, you think and you see some things, and then you have your sensory organs, and then you try and gather data and then react. Then there is a deep sleep consciousness, where you are asleep, and then what is going on inside also is different from what you otherwise observe, but there are commonalities as well. Right. Then you have a dreaming consciousness, where you dream of having something or achieving something someday. Then beyond that is transcendental or cosmic consciousness. Those are higher level, spiritual level, you can call that. And ultimately God consciousness and unity consciousness. So a life cannot go without achieving unity consciousness. It should be the way of leading a career. So while you start in the working consciousness area, fine, you work to earn, so you earn. So before earning, you must learn, and then you must yearn, that means seek things in life, and ultimately return into the society. So these are 4 things that one can follow. I have taken things from the new education policy also, which was talking of classifying. So we have made a classification, which I'll come to a little later. So once you classify the knowledge or the area of uh, opportunities,
जी
then you massify that. Once you classify, then you massify, which means everybody must have the access to these knowledge, and there are ways to get it. Then there has to be a global reach as well, apart from the Indianness of it. Now, while classifying the knowledge providers, which are universities or colleges, they can be classified into three modes: the research university, the teaching university, and the autonomous degree giving university. So there are areas where you just get degree, you are eligible for certain jobs, appear for the job and go and do the job. Then there are teaching universities where only teaching is done, and the third one where research is going on. So again, people with different focus can join different areas of education providers. In the global outreach, which was possibly going to come, but for the COVID now, the things will see a different world altogether. So we are still not in the right time to comment on the global outreach of education. Rather, it may happen that if India comes out strong, India becomes the target or the place where everybody would come in, and let's hope that that happens. Now, coming to 5 areas which have been identified as the core areas even from the World Economic Forum, the first area which is being highlighted by the uh, term is education and training. So education and training remains at the highest priority. Next comes the labor market policies, then the business opportunities for developing skills, and then the employment arrangements by the government and the industry connect, and then the existing social contracts that we have. So these 5 areas have to be connected, integrated, and you can see a huge workforce transformation, which is not a distant future, which is coming. So I will try to organize my talk in a manner that I'll sum up some areas, just touch on it. We can have discussions later. That
राइट
what are the key finding areas which are important for the present time? First, what are the drivers of change? What drives these changes which are coming? I would say the ubiquitous high-speed computing or internet connectivity, the artificial intelligence, the national economy and education expansion. These are the drivers. The greener economy. These are the things which will drive things. So we have to match our job opportunities, career based on the outcomes which these will derive. So you'll have to align yourself along these directions where jobs and career options will be many. The second is the accelerated technology adoption, which are the IoT, the e-market, the cloud technology, the ML, machine learning, artificial intelligence, the virtual reality areas, then the big data, the automation, information security, robotics, blockchain, all that. So those are technology areas where wherever one wants to get into and is a passionate area, this is the time to get in to all these. Then there are various strong trends of robotization. A lot of things have to be to be done by robots, including the war, including the medicine. The doctors will be replaced. You have seen these replacements in this COVID situation. Then there are going to be a changing geography of production and distribution and the value chain system. China was trying to dominate the world, and it dominated. The things are now seen as changing. The Japan has already withdrawn from China. US has already withdrawn. So the industries which were being set up in China may find place in other Asian countries, including India. So these are the drivers again.
बीच में सर यहाँ पे एक बार मैं आपको इंटरप्ट करना चाहूंगा कि द वर्ड यू सेड कि इकोनॉमी का जो स्टाइल है थोड़ा सा पैटर्न चेंज होने वाला है द वे यू सेड जापान इज मूविंग आउट फ्रॉम चाइना लाइक चाइना जहां पर पहले एक हब हुआ करता था इट्स देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स व्हिच इज मूविंग अगर इंडिया की बात करें सर तो आपके हिसाब से वो कौन सी इंडस्ट्रीज जो बहुत तेजी से बूम करने वाली है अगले 6 महीने या फिर अगले साल में किसी भी साइड पे चाहे वो प्रोडक्शन की बात कर लें या फिर ह्यूमन रिसोर्स की बात कर लें कुछ इस तरह की अपॉर्चुनिटी जो अपकमिंग जो आपको दिख रही हो आने वाले दिनों में
well, that is why I said कि technology area में आप देखेंगे तो I have already mentioned. If you look at the areas which are the 5 areas where we will have to lay stress on is education and training. So training will take up in a different way, which is what you call skilling, upskilling, reskilling,
Right.
and when a lot of people are going to be part of workforce, not everybody may be tuned to that technology, so they will have to be read, taught, or educated or skilled. So that's where the challenge lies. The online education system may come up in a very, very big way, and the whole concept of this tutoring, which was going on in a class, may go away. You may not have more of transport things now coming in, so we may have either a very high speed transport. The whole market concept may undergo a change. It may not be a more of a retail market now, it can be only a e-market. So a lot of marketing jobs will undergo again a future change. Then employment types will have flexibilities, and we call them as gig economy. This economy will be called a gig economy, where,
Right.
where you sit at home and you can work at 5 places. So you can give your service to some advisory level. At the advisory level,
Consulting business.
yes, consultancy will go up. So the talents of different type also will automatically come. There'll also be decentralization of operation. It cannot be now a centralized thing anymore. So there'll be changing of employment types. New human machine frontier within the existing task will also come. So you can see that almost 58% of the job which existed will go away.
My God.
So, but the good news is 71% of the job will get added.
Oh,
So
wow.
there is no dearth of jobs. The only requirement is skilling.
So in fact, sir, we have been joined by trainers, a lot of trainers as well. We have been just joined by Nidhi Tyagi, जो काफी काम कर रही हैं, खास करके सोशल मीडिया एंड ऑल, और भी बड़े सारे ट्रेनर्स हमें सुन रहे हैं. ट्रेनर्स के मामले में अगर 2 मिनट बताएंगे सर कि इनको किस तरह से रीच आउट करने की जरूरत है, चाहे वो अगर एजुकेशन संस्थानों की बात कर लें और जो स्किलिंग और रीस्किलिंग की बात कर रहे हैं, तो कैसे हाउ दे कैन प्लान एंड एंड रिजल्ट पे कैसे पहुंच सकते हैं वहां तक सर?
नहीं, पहले तो ये है कि उनको आइडेंटिफाई करना है कि वो कहाँ करना चाहते हैं. आई वुड सजेस्ट उनको वहीं करना चाहिए जहां पैसा फोकस ना हो, सर्विस फोकस हो. If you focus on satisfaction of customers, your business will thrive. If you focus on making more money, it can be a short-term gain. So I would not suggest people to go get into any such business which is only with only a focus on your business. It should be a focus on what you can change in the society, or what value you are adding to the society. That is the integration of things to happen. So that's a new direction to be thought, rather than going for a short term, think long term. That's what I would suggest.
Short term थोड़ा सा क्विक हमें बूस्ट दे सकता है, but obviously
Correct.
sustainability will be the
Yes, I can add a sentence, very beautiful sentence. It says, if you want happiness, produce happiness.
If you want happiness,
produce happiness.
क्या बात है सर, क्या बात है, lovely. If you want happiness, produce happiness. शानदार.
If you don't produce happiness, you can't get happiness. so very simple. The society is also waiting for happiness from your side. It will also give back.
आप विड्रॉ तो वही कर पाएंगे ना जो डिपॉजिट किया होगा.
Correct. That's what it is.
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल.
So we came up with a model again. This is what I addressed earlier. Then I did a little bit of research when I found there are around 12,000 jobs, plus jobs, or options available across the globe. We reduced it to 1,200. We reduced further that to 120, and further to only 12. Which means now you will have to decide which one to go for. So these are 12 routes known to us. You have to, and call them just 12 trees. I call them as career trees. So if these are the career trees available, you have to get onto one tree. Leave 11. So if you leave 11, you will automatically get on to focus of your passion. So you get the fruits out of one tree and then remain happy for life. So
क्या
that's the new concept that we brought in, and that's for lifetime again, because it will keep giving you everything that you want out of your career things.
Great.
So how do you go about? Yeah, you have any question? You can please.
Yes, sir. तो जो हम लोग 12 की आप बात कर रहे हैं सर, जो टॉपिक में कि रिड्यूस को 12 तक आया,
Correct.
can we have those names or any insight on that? Probably अगर वो कहीं मटेरियल पढ़ा हो, हम शेयर बोल सके यहाँ पे लोगों को कि they can go and read इस तरफ anything that.
I'll give you my website, which
जी.
has the mention of everything. That is www.5285.org. I used the word 5285 earlier, you remember. So
5
five
to
five
8.
is FIVE dash
Mm-hmm.
2 dash
2 numeric.
no TO
TO.
52 TO dash 80 EIGSTY
Okay.
dash dash 5 5285.org.
.org.
Yeah.
होप कि मैंने सही लिखा हो 5285.org. ओके, मैं आपको होस्ट चैट में भेज रहा हूँ सर इसको, अगर ये वही है तो आई कैन जस्ट ड्रॉप इट टू दी मेन पब्लिक देन. असीम सर जुड़े हुए हैं. हाय सर, थैंक यू सो मच. असीम सक्सेना सर को बहुत लंबा एक्सपीरियंस है कॉर्पोरेट का. नाउ ही इज इन देहरादून. बार बार बोलते हैं मैं सेमी रिटायर्ड मोड में हूँ. ही हैज बीन एचआर एंड डायरेक्टर्स पोजीशंस टू मल्टीपल, एंड हमारी मुलाकात ब्ला ब्ला कार में हुई थी एप्लीकेशन के थ्रू. So thank you so much for being here, sir.
So the 12 areas which I can quote now, I have some pages with me here.
Please. Ji.
No matter what you are studying, science, arts, commerce, now those are division initially, but ultimately whether you want to be part of management and business administration, this is one route. The second route is commerce or accountancy or entrepreneurship. The third route is engineering, technology and manufacturing. The fourth is the physical sciences, the physics, chemistry, mathematics, all that, biology. The fifth is the tourism and hospitality area. The sixth is social science as a whole. Seventh is the medicine and health studies. Eighth is general services, where scavenging, cleaning, pollution, all that will come. General services. Then legal services. Next is the sports and yogic sciences. That is 10th. 11th is research and development in general. I would put it as one full tree. And the last one is army and security. So these are 12 areas which covers all the jobs on the earth.
क्या बात है.
So if now the whole job is that people should decide which one to follow, which one they are more passionate to follow. That should be the career options. That is why I call this as lifetime career, not a short-term career.
Sir, a question is which is coming in my mind, do we have any psychometric test or any pattern where we can identify उस टेस्ट के थ्रू कि इस पर्टिकुलर अम्ब्रेला में जो स्टूडेंट है उसकी innate potentials कहाँ फॉल कर रही हैं, so that we can link it to the career counseling as well.
That's the whole job that I have, and that website I have said, it is saying lifetime career and research lab. It is a laboratory which is being created, wherein we'll test each individual from the age of 5 to 85 regarding that ISPVD. I is for interest, skill, personality, value system, and discriminating skills. We'll test all this, filter out, use the artificial intelligence to give them a career passport. So they will have the passport with all other details and which one to follow. So that's the whole concept of lifetime career.
Varnit is asking again, sir, why your website name is so complicated? Is there any reason?
It's not complicated. It is 5 to 85. Just dashes you have in between. So that's where I have been spending my time. Uh,
ये असीम सर का क्वेश्चन आ रहा है, सर, हाउ डज द एस्पिरेंट नो हिज एप्टीट्यूड?
yeah, that's not easy, but one simple way is you think of a job, think of all the rigor that it will have, think of the place that you have to go into, think of the expertise available, think of the resources you have, think of the skills which are to be taken up. So, all related to that particular job, if you think and ask your heart whether you like it or no. So, have 10 jobs. For each one, think of all these 10 possibilities and start rejecting. Rather than selecting, start rejecting the best possibility you choose and go ahead. This is a raw way of doing it, but we are trying to create a lab wherein we will test each individual scientifically. Well, that's a task which is not easy to achieve, and there are this will also involve brain studies, genetic
Right.
mapping, and all that. So that is the future that we are into.
So that is what the question, I think, coming in from Monica Mehra,
Yeah.
website for personality assessment, please. So I think that needs to be done. I think that is the future task that you were telling, sir. Is it?
Yes. Yes.
So I think that will help in a more appropriate way, because हर किसी के लिए self assessment is not that easy. और वैसे भी अगर हम लोग बात करें सर, तो स्टूडेंट्स अपने आप में फ्लो में ज्यादा डिसीजंस लेते हैं कि मुझे बड़े भैया ने बोला है तो ये करना है, या फिर उस दोस्त ने ये कर लिया तो ये कर लेते हैं.
That's where they go wrong. That's where they go wrong. I can refer you all to a psychological test which is more prevalent. That is the Enneagram. Enneagram. This has 9 types of personalities. So if you judge your personality, there are works done that this particular type of a personality would do better in this type of a career. So work is already done, but not that scientifically. But psychology people have done this testing already.
इनफैक्ट ऑन आवर एप्लीकेशन, मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन स्किलिंग यू के एप्लीकेशन पे भी हमारे पास एक साइकोमेट्रिक टेस्ट है सर, व्हिच हेल्प्स टू गेट टू नो देयर ए टाइप ऑफ पोटेंशियल. जैसे इंटरपर्सनल, इंट्रापर्सनल, एमआई थियरी के ऊपर जो है, दैट इज फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट बाय द वे फ्रेंड्स. यू कैन जस्ट डाउनलोड द एप्लीकेशन ऑफ स्किलिंग यू एंड गेट दैट डन. इट इज कंप्लीटली फ्री देयर. However, again, Seem sir का सर क्वेश्चन ये है कि आर दीज टेस्ट अवेलेबल एज ऑफ नाउ? सो सर ने आंसर किया कि नहीं,
No,
इज
not.
वर्क इज ऑन, राइट. तो सर प्लीज लेके आइए. आई थिंक दिस विल बी अमेजिंग अपने आप में.
That's why I thought of talking to all of you. So let me know the feedback in case it is so. We are going ahead with this. Yes.
बिल्कुल सर, ये तो आई थिंक अब पोस्ट कोरोना थोड़ा सा और कॉम्प्लिकेशंस आने वाली हैं इस करियर के बारे में, बिकॉज जो साइकोमेट्रिक टेस्ट पहले कह सकते हैं कि यू नो जो कंप्लीट थे वो शायद इनकम्प्लीट हो जाए बिकॉज ऑफ सो मच ऑफ चेंजिंग इन द इंडस्ट्री, हायरिंग पैटर्न, कॉस्ट पैटर्न. एंड जिस करियर की आपने बात करी कि जो पहले जैसे जो टेक्नोलॉजी आने वाली, जो अब दुनिया नहीं आने वाली है, उसमें बहुत कुछ चीजें इररिलेवेंट होने वाली हैं जो पहले बहुत रिलेवेंट हुआ करती थी.
Yes.
So there is a huge need required जहां पर कि करियर में आने वाला है. सुभाष कुमार शर्मा सर ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं हमें. थैंक यू सो मच सर. और आपके मित्र असीम सक्सेना सर, जो कल मुझसे बात हुई, आप दोनों लोग कभी साथ में काम कर चुके हैं. एंड वर्ल्ड इज सो स्मॉल. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग हियर सर. जी सर.
Now there's another good thing that we did, and people can follow once they go to the website. Everything is there. But I would like to highlight.
जी.
I've divided the whole life again from 5 to 85 into 6 phases. There are phases where specific things are to be done. And each school, each college, each university must focus on these phases and highlight the development of some aspect of life. Like the phase 1 is the learning career phase, which is the schooling from 5 to 15, say. Then you have the stabilizing career. Now, this is the time where one has to stabilize in a particular stream or start thinking about the roots. The next is the college or university is the deciding career. So if you join a college or the university, you should have taken a decision that this is the area you would go to. So the first learning career, you have childhood and adolescence. The stabilizing career, you have the youth. The deciding career, you have the adulthood. Next is the fourth is the active career, which is the professional jobs that you do. And that is between 30 to 50, which is the matured state or the stage of being a guide. And the fifth stage is your experienced career, which is service to the society. Service it can be done only when you have the experience and the expertise. And the last one is the advisory career. So your career is changing as you cross the age. So one has to therefore reskill, upskill according to the need of the hour
Yeah.
at that point of time. That's the whole.
लवली डेफिनेशन सर कि ये भी देखा हमने कि ऑब्वियसली जैसे जैसे एज बढ़ती जाती है हम मोस्टली कंसल्टेशन मोड में आना शुरू कर देते हैं या फ्रीलांसिंग मोड में आना शुरू कर देते हैं टाइम के बाद एंड हमारे साथ कुछ शख्सियतें भी जुड़ी हुई हैं जो आजकल बहुत अच्छा कर रही हैं पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट एंड दे आर सर्विंग टू द नेशन और एम्प्लॉयमेंट में बहुत काम कर रहे हैं एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी स्किल से बहुत काम कर रहे हैं So it's a very true, sir. I think एक holistic approach, एक holistic system अगर हमारे पास कुछ system create हो जाए जिससे कि सब कुछ पता चल पाए कि इस बेस पे अगर हम over the year of देखें तो क्या-क्या trend आ सकता है हमारे करियर में और I think बहुत बड़ा support system हो सकता है सर ये लोगों के लिए.
That's true.
तो साथियों प्लीज अगर आपके पास कोई क्वेश्चन है तो ड्रॉप कर सकते हैं. असीम सर कुछ कहना चाहते हैं. आई थिंक जो आपने असेसमेंट की बात करी थी सर जिस सॉफ्टवेयर या कुछ ऐसे वेबसाइट की बात करी थी एक बार उसको फिर से नेम बता पाएंगे सर उसका?
Enneagram, ENEA GRAM. Enneagram.
ARAM.
GRAM. Gram.
Okay, got it. ये मैंने कमेंट्स बॉक्स में डाल दिए हैं आप लोगों को मिल जाएगा ये.
No, it is ENN, not N. ENNEA.
ENNEA.
GRAM. Yeah.
GRAM. Okay, here you go.
They have 2-3 models which they have worked on, and extensive work. And one, if you study that book, one can actually find one's personality. It is then you can choose your career accordingly.
So I hope ये आप लोगों को yes there is a comment now you can see. Perfect sir. So meanwhile आप कुछ सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहते हैं इस करियर पे और आगे so प्लीज अपने क्वेश्चंस को ड्रॉप करें जिससे कि हम लोग और डिस्कशन में ले आ पाए. तो आगे बढ़ते हैं सर. Anything else that you want to add here?
Well, yes. As we have been seeing, since I am into education only for almost 30 years, the aim of education has to be understood by parents as well as children. Aim of education is not to get a job. That is the minimum thing that you would get. Even if you don't study, don't get educated, everybody is doing job. So it is not for job that you get educated. So that's the first thing that I would like to stress on. The education with time will have to be practical oriented, application oriented, not a lot of theory, because a lot of knowledge and information is already available on the net. It has to be based on the scientific query development rather than the rote learning. So there is a need for a change. The parents must accept it. The teachers must accept it. The UGC must accept it. We cannot just reproduce after rote learning and then get marks and get a job and then keep sitting there. That is why people are sitting at where they are sitting.
इसको ऐसे भी देखें क्या कि do we have the huge lack of awareness?
It is yes, because there is an insecurity in the mind that there are very few jobs and we all have to compete or rush for competition, which is not so.
हमने एक दौर अभी देखा है सर 3-4 साल से पहले से जो भी लगातार जारी इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस के बंद होने का एंड आई हैव रेड लॉट ऑफ रिपोर्ट्स कि जिस तरीके से इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस बंद हुए हैं और शायद एक दौर था कि जहां पे इंजीनियर होना अपने आप में एक प्राउड था और आप चूंकि एजुकेशन इंडस्ट्री में रहे हैं तो आप इस बात को बहुत करीब से देखा होगा सर आपने. तो शायद ये है कि हम शायद भेड़चाल है एक बार जहां पे शुरू हो जाते हैं फिर वहां पे इतना रश क्रिएट कर देते हैं कि वो नल एंड वॉइड हो जाता है उसके बाद वहां कुछ बचता ही नहीं है देखने के लिए.
So that is because again the root lies that individual is not able to think and understand himself. He does not understand that he's capable of doing this thing better, not just standing in a queue and somehow getting a job. So there has to be a change of focus. So education has to teach this aspect, and therefore there is a need for an integrated approach of teaching. It cannot be just an subject where one becomes an expert and then does not understand the value system. He does not understand the application of that particular knowledge. He does not understand who are the people who will be badly affected of this. So if there is a research on COVID or a coronavirus, and that is designed to kill human beings, should that research go on? That is the ethics which is involved. So education or research also should be integrated with ethics, not isolated. So
एक और सवाल यहाँ से निकल के आ रहा है. थैंक यू असीम सर. असीम सर सेइंग इज एग्री विद प्रोफेसर. क्या हम इसको ऐसा माने कि रिसर्च हमारे यहाँ थोड़ा सा डाउन हो रहा है, रिसर्च का जो पैटर्न है वो कम हुआ है कुछ सालों में?
देखिए, अनफॉर्चुनेटली हमारे देश में रिसर्च को इंकरेजमेंट मिला ही नहीं है. अब हम रैंकिंग की बात कर रहे हैं तो लोग कह रहे हैं हमारी रैंकिंग तब होगी जब नैक में हमारे पास 250 नंबर में से कम 200 नंबर रिसर्च में आएगा. अब जाके फोकस आया है. रिसर्च सभी नहीं कर सकते. पहली बात, रिसर्च के लिए स्पेशलाइज्ड लोगों की जरूरत है, स्पेशलाइज्ड ट्रेनिंग की जरूरत. इसलिए हमने एक रूट बनाया है रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट. तो रिसर्च आप किसी को कुछ नहीं हो रहा है इसलिए टीचिंग में जा रहे हैं, और जो टीचर में चले गए उसको कहा जा रहा है रिसर्च भी करो. तो फिर तो मिसमैच है. सो मिसमैच जब होगा तो रिसर्च नहीं आएगा, और जो रिसर्च करना चाहता है उसको वो फैसिलिटी नहीं मिलता है. समहाउ वो भी फ्रस्ट्रेटेड है क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट का सपोर्ट भी वैसा नहीं है. इंडिविजुअली कौन कितना कर सकता है. So this has to get priority in this society. Only then things will change. There has to be passion for teaching. Again, teaching also has to be a career which is chosen by only those who are passionate about teaching. You cannot just go to the class and then stand and speak nothing. There are people getting salary without going to college or school also.
True that, sir.
So that has to be very much taken up. Now, the one very important thing which I feel because of this connectivity that we have now, I can spread out or maybe speak out my mind, that we are focusing too much on physical facilities and too much for the comfort of the body. The body comfort is a limited requirement. Even the breath that we have is limited. You cannot keep taking the bread infinitely for all the time to come. So if the food is limited requirement, bread is limited requirement, water is limited requirement, the facilities which are physical facilities come under limited requirements. Next comes the relationship, which has gone down too much, whereas relationship is a continuous requirement. Today we are imagining inside our houses that if you're not related well, you cannot even stay inside house with your own family members. So relationship is very, very important, and that has to be taken up very seriously. A balance has to be made. This is this, this is that, which was inbuilt in our culture. And the last is an understanding of the two, which is the facilities and the relationship. If you understand how much is required when and where, I think a balance can be made, and then you choose your career according to your passion. I think everything is achievable.
क्या बात है सर. So I think रिलेशनशिप की जो बात कर रहे हैं सर, ये बहुत करीब से अब ये दिखने को मिल रहा है सर. हमारे मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन में न जाने कितने सारे ऐसी एप्लीकेशंस हैं मोबाइल में जो आपको देश दुनिया से न जाने किसी से भी कभी भी जोड़ सकते हैं, बट हमारे पास कोई एक ऐसी एप्लीकेशन है जो परिवार में एक कमरे से दूसरे कमरे में जोड़ने की बात कर पाए. सो वी आर मिसिंग दैट वे. मैं अक्सर इस बात को बोलता हूं कि सर जब हम सोशल मीडिया पे होते हैं तो बहुत तसल्ली बख्श, बहुत प्यार से लोगों को हाय हेलो लिखते हैं, बट कई बार वो घरों में कितना कर पाते हैं जब अपने माँ के साथ करना होता है, जब पिताजी के साथ करना होता है, जब अपने किसी भी रिलेशनशिप पे करना होता है. सो एक बार आंख बंद करके देखें कि अगर हमारे हाथ में नोकिया 1100 फिर से हो जाए जिसमें कोई इंटरनेट की कनेक्टिविटी नहीं है, तो क्या हम उस रिलेशनशिप से कनेक्टेड हैं जिसको हम डिजिटल वर्ल्ड बोल रहे हैं, या फिर इनफैक्ट जिससे हम कनेक्टेड भी हैं. सो इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट कि जो भी रिलेशनशिप की बात कर रहे हैं हम उससे ह्यूमन टू ह्यूमन जाने, एटलीस्ट कि कल को टेक्नोलॉजी ना भी रहे तो हम एक दूसरे को पहचान पाए और एक दूसरे से कनेक्टेड फील करें. एक क्वेश्चन आ रहा है सर मोनिका मेहरा जी का, सर डू यू थिंक एग्जाम पैटर्न विल चेंज?
Oh yes, exam, not only exam, but the whole education system is undergoing a huge change. And there also I have my own idea which I have proposed. 50% of the education should go now online, and 50% can be face to face, which will be based for practical orientation, project working, and innovation and the lab work and all that. 50% totally online. Anything which is theoretical can always be taught by these methods, and people are now getting used to it. The examination is another mode, which was basically a way of testing whether student has achieved or understood or not. But slowly we drifted on to actually counting the number of words that people have used and then giving marks,
Right.
rather than the content. So if there is a project, 50% evaluation by project, you do a project, this is an idea, based on uses of this idea, you produce a project, get 50% marks. And then 50% based on theory. If this model is accepted, this is one part. Second is, say class 1 to 10th. This is the age where, or maybe 12th also. 11, 12th, I'm leaving it because some people have to prepare for competitive exam and all that. So 1 to 10, or everything is nothing but concept. Can we have just one book norm? For science, there can be one book from class 1 to 10. That's all. One book. Let every concept be put there, and people have to understand in 10 years.
क्या बात?
In the mathematics, similarly, the concept can be understood from 1 to 10, and for 10 years, let him just understand that much. Just one book, give that book, let him do the exercises from anywhere. So the teacher's load will reduce, the students' headaches will reduce, the burden of the bags at the back will reduce. Just one book, and everybody can be tested. So
क्या बात है? We have got one more question sir on the same way. Asim sir पूछ रहे हैं what is your opinion of open book exam?
yeah, see, I have had open book exam way back in the 1980s in my
Wow.
school. So if this was available earlier, why not now? And in fact, if you now the examination that Amity is taking, Jharkhand, we have just started now. So we will give them the assignments, give them 3 days of time, write your best assignment and send. So in any case, the students are reading that. So that is the purpose of education. So, but then the connectivity will be an issue, where the government has to take steps that every village, every house may be given free internet access availability, like the Microsoft has now given the team software. If that is utilized by everyone, a lot of changes in the education arena has to come.
बहुत खूब सर. So हमारे पास 7 मिनट्स और हैं. अगर हम कुछ और क्वेश्चंस लेना चाहते हैं, प्लीज फ्रेंड्स शेयर योर क्वेश्चंस.
Now the question is, somebody is asking a question: how can we change the mindset of parents about the one book norm? Let me tell you, a lot of students choose their career because of parents, not because of their own innate qualities, and that's a problem. That's a real problem. How do you change parents' mentality is a difficult task. Is beyond our I would say beyond our scope of work. But if the parents are not educated, again, online education for parents can also go on. 50% यदि हमारे पास online education हो रहा है, parent education can be given. Continuous education is what lifetime is meaning. That is that only. A parent who is not educated before marriage can be educated after marriage. Where is the problem? So how to become the best parent, how to become a best wife or a sister or a mother-in-law or a brother-in-law, whatever relationship can be taught. So this online system can be used as a bridge. Our country also has a problem of population. If people are educated and the parents get educated, that also will come down. The data about educated people, if that increases, the contribution to economy would also increase. Now, one thing which I believe how we can change is by motivation. Strong motivation has to be given. A confidence building exercise has to be done for each parent that your child is the child of the country. It is not just your child. So if the country is planning for the development of the child as a free education is as is done in Finland, why should the student in the school time be charged? Why should there be a difference in the fee of a government and the private schools? The whole concept will slowly go away. Children
Right.
are children, they have to be educated, 50% online, 50% in the class. Come, you go to the class, learn, come, decide about your career aspects. Motivation, अब ये motivation कैसे आएगा? कई बार वो इनर क्वालिटी होता है, अपने आप आता है, सेल्फ मोटिवेशन. नेक्स्ट लेवल है जिसको आप आज के समय में मेडिटेशन, स्पिरिचुअलिटी कहते हैं. जब तक अपने आप को समझेंगे नहीं, अंडरस्टैंडिंग सेल्फ अगेन शुड बी पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ द एजुकेशन. If you have a mixed bag of everything like this, I don't think India is badly poised and badly stationed. It has the qualities to become the world leader.
Perfect, sir. Subhash sir पूछ रहे हैं, sir, would Amity spend 90% of its energy on distance education?
90% of its energy in distance education. No, I don't take decision on behalf of Amity, so I cannot comment. I would suggest 50% is good enough. Let's not go to 90%. Otherwise, it will be a lost game. Somebody may not study at all. So, because that wisdom has not come to everybody, unfortunately.
Perfect. Milan is writing, students should be provided more live examples rather than theory only. Yes, Milan.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, I agree.
I mean, these days when students are sir लगातार ये लोग ऑनलाइन सीख रहे हैं, कभी एक्सपीरियंस नहीं रहा इस तरीके से, लगातार वो जो सोशल मीडिया में भी कई जोक्स बन रहे हैं कि जहां पहले कॉलेजेस में मोबाइल फोन बंद करने के लिए बोला जाता था या फिर हटाने के लिए बोला जाता था, सब कुछ उसी पे डिपेंडेंट है. कॉलेज आर आस्किंग टू यूज मोबाइल फोन लाइक एनीथिंग.
Yeah, that's the change of time that you have.
Perfect.
To end my talk, the last thing which I thought I would speak. See,
जी.
we have had industrial revolution 1, 2, 3, and then now 4, and how we have lost certain things is a matter of history. For example, when we were initially as hunters and then food gatherers, and we were surviving on our physical strength, body. So body was important. Slowly, the Industrial Revolution made the machines. The body became irrelevant. Whether you have hands or no, it doesn't matter. So hands have been replaced. I call this as way, or body has been replaced.
Right.
Similarly, in the Industry 4.0 or even before that, the researchers have already worked on to replace your brain, and you have artificial intelligence now. You're going to have artificial limbs as well as artificial brain. So the mind is gone, body is gone. There were 3 parts of our life: mind, body, and soul. And soul is supposedly the heart. So we have the only heart is left now. So out of the 3 things which we were made up of, 2 things are gone or replaced. Machines have taken over. All right. So now the heart is only left, and heart is always right. This is what this is a good thing. Second is the times to come, the matter of the heart will be the heart of the matter. So what you think in your heart is the real thing that you should do and work for. That is the time which should come in future. Thank you.
Perfect, sir. So quickly 2 questions आए हैं सर. हालांकि एक का क्वेश्चन असीम सक्सेना सर ने भी आंसर किया है. मयंक, I believe you have got the answer. However, do you think engineering can be done online? मयंक पूछ रहे हैं सर.
वही theory है, 50% theory, 50% offline. That is the model covers both.
Right, perfect. So Asim sir लिख रहे हैं medicine and engineering may not be possibly totally online, arts and commerce can be. बिल्कुल सही सर. मोनिका मेहरा जी पूछ रही है सर, इनका लास्ट क्वेश्चन है और इनफैक्ट हमारा समय भी हो चुका है. How soon do you foresee this change in education sector to come into reality?
Well, sooner the better. That's what I would say. I'm not in a position to comment how soon, but definitely by the end of 2021, we'll have to shift. I'm taking a lot of time, 1.5 years still to go.
Perfect. मयंक का एक और क्वेश्चन आ गया सर, if you can just take sir, how to get placed.
Work hard.
काबिल लोगों के लिए कभी भी कमी नहीं रही है मयंक, ये मैं अपने पर्सनल अनुभव से बता रहा हूँ और मैंने आसपास बहुत से लोगों को देखा है. वो क्या जितना ज्यादा काम कर सके अपने स्किल्स पे काम करें, मेहनत करें, नेटवर्क पे काम करें और जो सीख रहे हैं उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करें. आई एम श्योर इस पे भी अच्छे लोगों की जरूरत है और हमेशा रहेगी. काबिल लोग कभी भी आउट ऑफ मार्केट नहीं होते, नहीं आउट ऑफ फैशन होते हैं.
That's the answer coming. To get place yourself right.
वाह दिलीप सर, शानदार. दिलीप सर हमारे एक स्पीकर भी रह चुके हैं सर इस सेशन पे एंड शानदार दिलीप सर, बेहतरीन आंसर. मयंक आई बिलीव आप ये आंसर देख पा रहे हो. टू गेट प्लेस्ड, प्लेस योरसेल्फ राइट. थैंक यू सो मच और बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सर इस शानदार डिस्कशन के लिए और बहुत मजेदार रहा सेशन, स्पेशली दैट 12 फैक्टर्स की जो हमने बात करी. एंड वी रियली होप दैट वी गेट सम टूल्स एंड टेक्निक्स वेयर वी कैन फाइंड एंड असेस दोस थिंग्स और उसके अकॉर्डिंग्स में हम लोग अगर कुछ इसको है ना करियर बिल्डिंग में लेके जा पाए, करियर काउंसलिंग में लेके जा पाए या फिर उम्र के साथ साथ बदलते ट्रेंड्स को समझ पाए कि हमें अब कौन से करियर में जाना चाहिए और दैट विल बी रियली हेल्पफुल. सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर. साथियों प्लीज जरूर बताएं कि आपको ये सेशन कैसा लगा अपने कमेंट्स बॉक्स में. एंड हमारा समय हो चुका है और कल संडे मनाना है. परसों हम लोग दोबारा से मिलेंगे एक नए स्पीकर के साथ, नए टॉपिक के साथ. तब तक जिंदाबाद रहिए, घर में रहिए एंड मुस्कुराते रहिए. थैंक यू मिलन. मिलन कह रहे हैं वेरी नाइस सेशन, थैंक यू सो मच. सो कमेंट्स डालना ना भूलें अपना इस सेशन में कि आपको. मोना रत्नेश जी, वंडरफुल सेशन सर, थैंक यू सो मच मोना जी. थैंक यू असीम सर, थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank you. Thank you.
So a lot of comments. Vinay Tiwari, thank you so much, sir. It was very amazing session. And indeed, and करियर पे आज ढेरों बातें हमने करी, खास करके कि फ्यूचर में क्या बदलने वाला है. सर आपने बहुत कुछ चीजों को कवर किया, स्पेशली दी गिग इकोनॉमी की जो हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं, टेक्नोलॉजी जो पूरी बात जो टेक्नोलॉजी पे हम लोग बदलने वाली चीजें जो आने वाली हैं. सो 5 बजे सोमवार को फिर से मुलाकात होगी साथियों, यहीं पे एक नए गेस्ट के साथ नए टॉपिक पे मिलने वाले हैं हम लोग. तब तक जुड़े रहें एंड थैंक यू रघुनाथ जी, थैंक यू फॉर द नाइस सेशन. हैप्पी वीकेंड टू ऑल, हैप्पी वीकेंड. अब तो पता भी नहीं चलता है कि संडे है क्या है. बट फिर भी
My last sentence can be always do the right things and don't do things right.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है.
Do the right things, not things right.
क्या बात है, बेहतरीन सर.
Then you become a leader rather than a manager.
परफेक्टली ग्रेट. कैरेक्टर सर्टिफिकेट कब मिलेगा अमेठी से? ये प्लेस आपके पास और भी बहुत सारे तरीके होंगे जी, मोनालिसा आप पूछ सकती हैं वहां पे. सो थैंक यू सो मच सर, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपके समय के लिए वंस अगेन. और साथियों बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका जुड़ने के लिए और इस बेहतरीन पूरे सेशन को बेहतरीन बनाने के लिए. आई एम श्योर आपकी पार्टिसिपेशन के बिना संभव नहीं है. और समय आपके लिए सर, आपके लिए एक बार फिर से बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया प्रोफेसर रमन सर. और थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग हियर, giving us time and so much of information on this topic.
Let me tell you, Amity has utilized less time in teaching online. All the courses are completed in time, before time rather. Yesterday was the last day, 8th of May, whereas the last working day was 12th. So Amity, with its infrastructure on online system, has been able to complete the curriculum for everybody to their satisfaction. and now the exam will begin again online. So
Yeah.
the time is already changing.
Perfect, perfect.
Thank you.
थैंक यू सर। ठीक है
Thank you.
साथियों, फिर जय हिंद। मुलाकात होती है फिर से मंडे को शाम 5 बजे नए स्पीकर नए टॉपिक के साथ। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you.